Hi everybody, welcome to another edition of James Jam. I'm Jam. This is my jam, and this is truly going to be a video about my jam. Not necessarily luxury items. Well, I did get a new pair of shoes. This pair of shoes is kind of scratching the itch for a different pair I wanted. Prada came out with those super bright silver, like metallic shoes, and they're right around $1,000, I think. And so I thought, nope, I'm not going to spend that much on those shoes. Then Coach came out with a pair, and theirs were really nice too, and they looked the same, and they were $200. And then I think they recently went down to like $125 or $98. But I had them in my cart. I was all set to purchase them when I went to Nordstrom. I was on Nordstrom. I was going to purchase them on sale. And all of a sudden, Nordstrom recommended a different pair of shoes. And I thought, these are cheaper. I'm going to get these. And so I got, they're obviously by Calvin Klein. They're not exactly silver, but they're one better as far as I'm concerned. Watch your eyes.
Oh boy.
They are platinum. So they are platinum colored loafers. So I love a good penny loafer. So
if they did a remake of The Wizard of Oz, this would be the modern Tin Man shoe.
Yeah, right. Except for, well, this is more platinum. He was silver.
Okay.
But I still thought they were awesome. So I did pick up those. And then, as my husband likes to say, I've been down another rabbit hole. I like to say this is partially his fault because he's the one who kind of got us started with doing a couple little trips to Barnes & Noble. At least that's the way I remember it. So I showed you some books not too long ago, and now I've gotten some more since then, and I've read some of the ones that I got. So I thought
or several?
Several's a better way to describe it. So without further ado, because there's a lot, I have a big book haul here. All right, one of the books I picked up is The God of Endings by Jacqueline Holland. No idea what this is about. I just thought the back looked good. And so I picked it up. Turns out I like fantasy or what do they call them? Romanticies? No. Romancy? I can't remember. They call it.
Are you trying to make up a genre?
No, they do something together. Well, so then I got.
So are these romantic fantasies?
Yes. Romanticies. Yeah, romanticies. But, and then I'm going to show you books that aren't. I read the synopsis of this, and it looks so good. The Inheritance Games. Turns out it's a young adult book. I did not know that. But it's
young adult book at heart?
Yeah. Let's see. It's about some Tobias Hawthorne was worth $46.2 billion, and he ends up dying and leaving everything to a girl who doesn't know him. And she's kind of got to search his house out to find clues, I guess, as to this inheritance. But it turned out that this was a series book, so I got that book, and then I got The Final Gambit, which is also Gambit, sorry, which is also the same people in it. And then The Brothers Hawthorne. And I haven't read any of these yet, so I can't tell you how they are, but there's one other one in my stack about this. So I got these, though. Then everyone has been talking about this, the Atlas 6. And so it was Barnes & Noble does this buy one, get one 50% off. And so if the books look good and I find one I like, well, then I have to get two because I got to get the 50% off. But this is like each decade, only the 6 most uniquely talented magicians are selected to earn a place in the Alexandrian Society, the foremost secret society in the world. The chosen will secure a life of power and prestige beyond their wildest dreams. But at what cost?
So is that the 6th one in a series?
I don't believe so, but I do believe that there are other books that have some of the same people in it from this, because there's what's it? Olivia Blake. She has a different book called Atlas, The Atlas Paradox. So I believe they're in the same group. I'll have to find more out about that before I read that one, because if there's a different one that comes first, I'll need that book. Then I thought this looked good, Bow Before the Elf Queen by J.M. Curl. So I got this book. I don't know. Let's see. In hiding all her life, Layla prepares for the day the wicked high elf king, Thane, will come to steal her, his powerful mate. She trains to take her revenge for the wrongful execution of her parents who died for her freedom. Thought that one looked good. Then Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. I already read this, but this book was so good that I had to have it in hardback, because I have it in paperback, and I want it in hardback. This book is so good. It's just so good. Luckily there was already another book out. Let's see if it's in here. It's Emily Wilde's Map of the Fairylands, I believe, and I absolutely loved it. She is a scientist, a professor at Oxford, and the book is just so uniquely written. It's about how she goes to observe what they call fae, or fairies of a different land, and even throughout the book, she'll do there's annotations where she'll star something, and then she'll put down here footnotes as to what book that came from, and it's not a real book. It's a book she made up. I mean, the author made up about how there's all these books already about fairies and such. And it's a love story as well, and it's fantastic. I got that one. I read it. I immediately read the next one. The next one just was announced. The cover art for it came out, but it will not be out in stores until February. But yeah, I'll be pre-ordering that one. That one was so good. Oh, here's the other book in the Hawthorne books, the Hawthorne Legacy. So I picked up that one. Then I picked up this book, Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. There's another book by her I got, and people were saying that you should read this one. And there's another one of hers, Before, or Part of Your World. She's got a book called Part of Your World. That one's coming. I don't have it yet. And then you're supposed to read this before you read the other one that I do have coming. So I got that. Everyone seems to really like her. Then I got this one. It's a new, it's going to be a new series, or at least a duology or series, A Fate Inked in Blood, Saga of the Unfated. Yeah, book 1. So I got this. I'm going to tell you the truth. It's because, oh yeah, the pages are blue. People have been showing this, and
something shiny. I
have been falling down the rabbit hole. I looked at it. I didn't buy it. Went to Barnes & Noble on a weekend, didn't buy it. 2 days later, I went back and bought it. Yeah. And then I got this one, which I have started, and I can say so far it's really good. I got Rebel Rising, about Rebel Wilson. I like her, and I heard some really good things about the book. And so I picked up this copy from Barnes & Noble, and cool, it's signed. So I have a signed by Rebel Wilson book. So I was very excited to get that. Like I said, I have been reading that one little bits, and it's really good. She's a really good writer. I'm really enjoying that one. Then I got this book, For the Throne. This is the second book in what I believe will be a duology. It is, there's still sticker residue on there. But the first book is called For the Wolf. I'm about halfway through that book right now. It is super good. It is really, really good. You can see, got the little pages here. I really, really like it. I had just recently, I showed you guys last One Dark Window and Two Twisted Crows. That book was super good, and that writer reminds me a lot of this writer. So this is kind of like a very loose telling of Little Red Riding Hood. It's about twin sisters, and the first one's For the Throne, and the second one is for the wolf. And it's super good. I love it. Love that. I love the first one, so I'm going to look forward to that one. I'll probably read that next. Then I got this one because I thought it looked good, Fractured Fables. And this is an author that takes fairy tales and reimagines them, like A Spindle Splintered and A Mirror Mended. So haven't read any of hers yet, but she has a few in case I do like it. Then I thought books by this lady looked very pretty. So I got some as well. This is Heart of the Sun Warrior by Sue Lynn Tan. And I mean, look at that book. It's just, it's so pretty. So I got that. I'm a sucker for a pretty cover. You guys know me. Then I got 10,000 Doors of January by Alex Harrow. She also wrote that one. So I just thought this one looked good. Let's see. It is The Ward of Wealthy Mr. Locke. January scholar feels little different from the artifacts that decorate this sprawling mansion, carefully maintained, largely ignored, and utterly out of place. But when she finds a strange book, one that tells of a tale of secret doors, of love, adventure, and danger, for the first time, January realizes she can escape her story and sneak into someone else's. So I thought that sounded really good. Okay, here's the book that everybody has been talking about, Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. It's supposedly about a girl who every time she dates somebody and they break up, that person finds their forever person. And so I believe she puts an article out or on some internet board, and a guy has the same thing happen to him. So they decide to date each other to try to cancel out like the curse. And apparently then they fall in love. So I got that, but my
spoiler alert.
What?
You just told him what happens in the book.
Well, it says that like on the back
of
the book.
Okay.
And so this is the book where the other book that I got, some characters from there are also in this one. So I got that. Well, then I got another one of these pretty ones by Sue Lynn Tan, Daughter of the Moon Goddess. And I think this ties into the other one I got. And then I thought this one looked interesting. How Does It Feel? The Infatuated Fae, Book 1. All you got to do is tell me there's more than one book, and then I want it. I'm not a hard sell. Oh, there's more than one? Okay. So, don't know anything about that one yet. And the third book by, what is her name again? Sue Lynn Tan. Again, they have pretty covers. And then they got cool illustrations inside.
Oh, it's a picture book.
Right, like, it's just pretty.
Mm-hmm.
So, I got that. Then, I heard that book, about the Just for the Summer had a Target exclusive that had another chapter in it that had more information, and it was only in the Target book. Stop doing no. So then I decided that I needed the Target copy too. So I got that one. And maybe I'll give my other copy to someone else. And last, we have Jade City by Fonda Lee. Don't know what this is about, but there are other books in the series. Again, as I said, I am a sucker for more than one book, a series book. And not to mention the fact that when I was growing up, my best friend lived next door, and her name was Debbie. And we decided to make a club out of both of our names. So we used J.A. for Jane and D.E. for Debbie, and we called ourselves Jade. So whenever I see a book that has the name Jade in the title, it also means something to me, so I get it. Okay, so that is it. That is my books for today. Let's see. Any of them interest you? Have you read any of those? I had a lot of good feedback on my last book haul, so I thought I'd save these up and show you this book haul. There are a few more stragglers coming in, but I know I have to keep reading through these instead of keep buying them, because I may or may not have about 2,000 books already in my closet, because we know that I sometimes like to get multiple things that I like. And but yeah, interested to see what you think. My next couple videos will be more of the norm. I have 2 unboxings coming up, probably one on Tuesday and one on the next week, Saturday. Generally put out videos on, I'm sorry, Wednesday. I generally put out videos on Wednesdays and Saturdays. So this coming Wednesday, I'll probably have a reveal or unboxing, and same with the next weekend is my plan. I don't typically put out book hauls, in case you are here because of the book haul, but this is my jam and I like books, so you will see more books here and there as well. Again, with the comments, I just really like when everybody leaves comments. It helps me get to know everybody a little bit better. I really appreciate that. It's been really fun hearing about different bags people have picked up or getting book recommendations. And so I just am really excited by that. If you haven't already found me, I'm also over on Instagram. I usually put up a reel once a week, and it just shows my bag of the week and then the SLGs I have in it. I'm JamesJam over there as well. It's JAME_S_Jam. And until next time, please do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
That green shirt looks really pretty on you.